Welcome to Midnight Motivation, a real and raw podcast about motivation, entrepreneurship, and achieving success. I'm your host, Tony Pec. Welcome on in to all my new listeners in Midnight Motivation. Appreciate you all taking time out to listen, and welcome back to all the bosses part of the Midnight Motivation Mob. Now, if you do want to be a part of this amazing movement, the Midnight Motivation Mob, all you have to do is subscribe, rate, and review, and join the fellow bosses part of the Midnight Motivation Mob. Today's episode, I want to talk about entrepreneurship again. Now, this is going to be entrepreneurship part 2. The first episode of entrepreneurship, I talked about all the negatives about becoming an entrepreneur, all the difficulties, all the hard struggles you're going to have to face, because it's a real thing you need to know before jumping into it, because it's not easy and it's not for everyone. But on this episode, I want to talk about all the positive things about what happens when you do become an entrepreneur and all the opportunity that lies ahead, and what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur, or at least what are qualities that I've seen in successful entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurship is more of a means for any person, whether you're average or sub-average, to become an absolute titan in whatever it is you dedicate all your drive to. It enables growth, it enables happiness, it enables wealth. Using entrepreneurship is to achieve things you cannot achieve if you were an employee. Entrepreneurs mainly want 3 things. They want money, they want to impact, and they want freedom. Most entrepreneurs, that's why they go on the entrepreneurial journey, to go after and chase one of those 3 things. Most want all of it. Some want all of it. A few want more than the other, whatever. But most entrepreneurs, they become entrepreneurs. They leave their 9 to 5 or they leave wherever they're doing because they want more money, they want more freedom, or they want to help more people. That's the basis of all entrepreneurs, I think. And that's what I've seen. Most entrepreneurs want freedom because they want to dedicate all their time to make more money and make more of an impact. You can't do that while you're an employee. So most entrepreneurs, they see that opportunity and they jump gun-ho. But the reason most entrepreneurs make that jump into becoming an entrepreneur is because they see opportunity in all things, which I'll touch upon again later on. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, guys, that's fantastic. I highly encourage it. I know entrepreneurship part 1 was a little bit of a dissuasion because it is really difficult, but if you really know that's what you want to do, I absolutely commend you and I hope you jump on in. Most entrepreneurs, they're not afraid to fail and take risks. The first risk you're taking in your entrepreneurial career is leaving the stability, leaving the comfort of the constant weekly paycheck that you're guaranteed to make as long as you show up. But entrepreneurs are not afraid to take the risk and make that jump. They're also not afraid to fail. You're going to fail a lot, but you need to embrace failure. Most entrepreneurs jump in head first, knowing the reward outweighs the fear, and any failure is just another tool to throw in the toolbox. If you look at failure that way, it will be that much more easy to overcome on your journey, because when you're an entrepreneur, you're going to fail a lot. But that's what makes you an entrepreneur. You have to enjoy the failures. The failure is learning. Most entrepreneurs, and not all, because there are a lot of outliers, and Mark Zuckerberg, I think, is a great example, but most entrepreneurs are personable and they're charismatic and they're constantly out looking to network. Now, on the flip side, like I said, Mark Zuckerberg is a good example. If you're extremely smart and you know how to code, you can still become an entrepreneur, but you don't need those personable, charismatic, outgoing, and necessary to always be networking types of traits. But most often than none, there's not as many Mark Zuckerbergs as there are other entrepreneurs that are out there showing their face, they're making connections, they're networking. It takes time. Being an entrepreneur takes up a lot of time. Being an entrepreneur isn't you going from a 9 to 5 to another job and you're working for yourself. Being an entrepreneur is more of a lifestyle. And the more you look at it that way and embrace it, the easier it is to become a successful entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs dedicate all their time around their passion, their purpose. Now, I can't tell you what your purpose is or what your passion is, but once you hone in on that and you do make that jump into becoming an entrepreneur, that is what will push you to be an entrepreneur all day long. Everything you do will be revolving around you and your venture, whether it's learning, meeting new people, studying, learning about past failures. That stuff all ties into being an entrepreneur. And that's what entrepreneurs are at the core. Now, entrepreneurs, they need to be able to adapt and react to change. Most all successful entrepreneurs, they do not bitch about something that changes. They react, they gather their thoughts, and they put out a new plan to tackle it. Entrepreneurs don't dwell on something that they cannot change. If you had no power over controlling something and you complain about it, entrepreneurship isn't going to be long-term for you. You need to see everything that hits you in the face as something that, okay, I have to get through it and figure something else out. Most entrepreneurs become successful because they're positive. And that also goes back with not bitching about things that you can't change. Most entrepreneurs, they're positive towards everything. Even if it's a negative situation, they see the light in everything. They see any problem as a problem that they can solve. They don't see it as something that's such a major hindrance and it's a headache. They look to embrace it. They're excited to change and they're excited to overcome that problem. They like solving problems. That's what entrepreneurship is most of the time. You're problem solving. Whether you're finding a solution for a product in a market to help people, you're solving their problem, or in anything that you go on in your venture, even if you have a brick and mortar business and you have problems with your employees, it's a problem, but you're excited to solve it. Entrepreneurs are accountable. When you start to become accountable and you think everything is your fault, it makes everything that much more easier to accept, change, and grow. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're not accountable for anything you do, you're going to have a much more difficult time getting to where you want to be. And now I also pressure you guys into being more accountable, even if you're not an entrepreneur, because it will help you excel in any aspect of your life. If you work for someone and you just say it's your fault, instead of going back and forth trying to figure out why it's not your fault, people are going to respect that, and you're going to get a lot more out of it than you would if you were going back and forth like anyone else would. So I think even if you're not an entrepreneur, this is something that you should definitely take away, and you should learn to be more accountable. But if you are an entrepreneur or you're looking to jump into the entrepreneurial space, you need to learn how to be accountable. Just man up to everything, even if it's not your fault, but whoever is going against you saying it is your fault, just take it and go on with it. That's it. It's simple. If you just look at everything at your fault, it's that much easier to get through everything. Entrepreneurs don't dwell on things they cannot do. Instead, they go out and connect with people or hire people that can do what they can't. When you're an entrepreneur, a lot of the times it's about learning to be aware of your shortcomings and aware of the things that you excel at. And once you can hone in on those two separate things, then from there on, you're making the road to go out and find people that come up for your shortcomings. Surround yourself with them or hire them or subcontract them out and let them do the stuff that you can't. There's no reason for you to be upset about something that you can't do. There's two ways to solve that. One, learn about it, or two, hire someone that knows it or connect with someone that knows it. That's how entrepreneurs succeed. Henry Ford, he said that if he thought it was funny that when he's in the room at his company, he's always the dumbest person in the room because he hired people that are way smarter than him because he didn't need to be the smartest person in the room to have a successful company, and he knew that. Entrepreneurs are great learners. Their brains are very malleable. They absorb, they take in knowledge, they take it in from all different angles, no matter what it is, no matter how it's positioned, entrepreneurs are able to take things and learn from it. So if a negative situation is thrown at a regular person, they're going to complain or be upset about it. But an entrepreneur, they will see the negativity as a positive hurdle because they know most people are going to see it as a negative thing. So if you see it as a positive thing, you're a step ahead of 90% of the game right then and there in and of itself. So entrepreneurs definitely take full advantage of being learners, absorbing, and taking as much from as many different avenues that they possibly can. Entrepreneurs are completely open-minded. You will not see many entrepreneurs bashing someone else's business idea. Instead, they see it as an opportunity, and if they don't like it or think it's a good idea, they don't put others down. Instead, they think of ways to make it better. Now, I talked about a lot of different things about what entrepreneurs are, what traits they have, things that I've seen from successful entrepreneurs, and this is just some of them. There's a bunch of all other types of things, hard work, your mindset, which breaks down to a lot of different things. But the basis are those fundamental things that entrepreneurs have on the daily that they leverage to become a better entrepreneur. Now, there's a bunch of practical ways to just become an entrepreneur. If you're sitting here listening to this podcast and you're thinking, well, I'm in a 9-to-5 and I don't want to be here anymore, but I know I have the entrepreneurial mindset, but I don't know what I can do to leverage my entrepreneurial mindset and do something I can succeed in. Well, there's a whole fuck ton of ways for you to jump into the entrepreneurial space. And you can jump into becoming an entrepreneur while you're working, building your name up as an entrepreneur, building up your business while working. And I highly recommend most entrepreneurs that are starting out to start that way. Start while you have a job and make your side hustle become the pathway into you being a full-time entrepreneur. And guess what, guys? The greatest thing about this year, we're in 2018 right now when I'm recording this podcast, is you can be an entrepreneur for $0. It would cost you nothing to start your road as an entrepreneur. Start a fucking YouTube page. Start an Instagram account. Make a Facebook page. Make a Twitter. Make a Reddit. Free. Grow your brand, even if it's not yourself. You have a business you want to launch? Good. Get out there on social media. That's completely free. You can monetize services to others. Just like I did with the Instagram accounts, you can grow accounts not for free. You can grow accounts and charge people, but it costs you nothing to start up. Now, if you have a few bucks and you want to do something a little bit, more hands-on and make a little more money, but, it costs money to do it, join a network marketing company. All these things that people talk about being pyramid schemes and all that bullshit, they don't really know what a pyramid scheme is, so definitely do your research before you expel that information on people and be all negative, because entrepreneurs are not negative. But if you join a network marketing company, there's huge opportunities for you while you have a 9-to-5 to make a good income. And while you're in these network marketing companies, you learn traits that you can carry over to become an even more successful entrepreneur in an adventure that you start on your own. You learn how to talk to people. You learn how to communicate. You learn how to better yourself. You learn how to network. You learn how to find your shortcomings and fix them. You learn how to learn. You learn how to sell. You learn how to close. You learn how businesses work, how affiliate revenue models work. You learn a lot about joining a network marketing company. So I highly advise, if you're listening right now and you're a college kid or you're a college grad and you just want to get out of the rat race, you want to stop with the 9-to-5 bullshit, or you're not looking forward to being in the 9-to-5 bullshit, join a network marketing company. They're not all bad. Do the research first. Do not pick a product that you do not like, because if you're not passionate about the product or the type of service that the network marketing company offers, you're not going to do as well. So another thing besides network marketing companies, get your real estate license. Get your mortgage license. Become a financial advisor if you can. Those are all things you can do. And if you have a college education, or even if you don't have a college education, you can do all those things. Beautiful side hustles. That's very entrepreneurial. But do it while you have a 9-to-5. So at least you have your money to fall back on, and you can funnel that money into your entrepreneurial venture. So like if you're a real estate agent, you want some funds to maybe create advertisements or make nicer business cards or this or that and the other. But that is how you start your entrepreneurial career. Now, there's also tons of other ways. And if you don't want to do a network marketing company because you're afraid of all the rejections, which another good thing about network marketing companies, you'll learn how to overcome a lot of rejections. But if you don't want to do that, then affiliate programs. Affiliate programs are fantastic business models. You can sell products that aren't yours and make up to 50% commission on some different types of companies. It depends, really. You have to do the research and look into it and find an affiliate program that fits you. Again, be passionate about the product you pick and the service they offer. Don't sell something that you wouldn't use yourself or give a fuck about, because it's going to make it that much harder for you to sell. You got to be practical when you think about these types of things. Don't pick shit that you don't like or wouldn't recommend to your brother or your sister or your dad or your mother or your cousin. Pick something that you'd be passionate about telling someone that, hey, I use this, I get a benefit from it, and now I also sell them and I make money from it. There's tons of affiliate programs. If you want to know, shoot me a DM, Tony Pec, TonyPec_, and I will give you a fucking list of affiliate programs for you to join. Now, it's so easy, guys. All you need to do, make an Instagram page, grow the following, join an affiliate program, funnel your traffic into the link on your Instagram page, and there you go, convert the sales. You can do this while you have a job. And you can take time when you're not on the job to do this, or you can take time when you're at your fucking job, because you're really only at the job for 4 hours. You have an hour lunch break, an hour fucking coffee break, an hour talking to Sydney in the fucking hallway, and an hour talking to Jared about the football game the other night. So how about you spend some time, instead of the bullshit you do spend at work, you can even put it to your side hustle. So those are easy, practical ways for you to start jumping into the entrepreneurial space. There's also tons of things that, like, Craigslist is a free section. All you have to do is pick stuff up. So if you're someone that has a truck, go to Craigslist, find the free section, pick up free fucking shit like a couch, flip it on eBay, Amazon, Craigslist. Again, you can put it back up there or put it on fucking Facebook, Facebook Shop Place, Facebook Marketplace. Or you can even drop ship. Find a product that you want to sell, or go to Amazon, eBay, Google top 10 categories that sell on Amazon or eBay. sort through them. Let's say cars comes up for top 5 in eBay, car parts. Check out the prices of a certain type of rim, like a Honda rim. Then go see how much you can get it for. Put a little markup, start a fucking website, and there you go. You're drop shipping. You don't even need to hold inventory. It's that simple, guys. If you want to make money and be an entrepreneur, just start it online. And you can start this all while you have a job. Or guess what? If you're already doing something on the side, you can add to that income by doing another thing like this. And you're building your skills. You're able to sell better. You'll be able to communicate better, deliver better customer service. You'll be able to learn how to research better, learn better. Everything you do on your entrepreneurial career is about sharpening and polishing the existing skills that you have, gaining new ones, and finding what you're not good at and how to solve those types of issues that you come up short on. That's what I take from entrepreneurship. I've been an entrepreneur since I was a little kid, and I think most entrepreneurs, if you listen to this right now and anything resonates to you and you've been doing stuff since you were younger, but you've worked a 9 to 5, you're an entrepreneur at heart. If you were buying stuff when you were little and flipping it to your friends, or you had your parents buy you something and you just sell it in school, you were a fucking entrepreneur. I did a whole bunch of things since I was younger, and every single thing that I did since my entrepreneurial start when I was about 13 years old has led me to where I am now. It has gotten me the skills that I have now, every single part of it. So people might ask me, Tony, how you get so good at this? Well, it all started when I was 13 fucking years old, flipping cards, shoveling driveways, shit like that. If you weren't doing that when you were younger, the chance of you being a true bred entrepreneur are a lot less likely. I was an entrepreneur before I knew what a fucking entrepreneur was. Entrepreneurship isn't about, the fancy name, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. No, entrepreneurship is about you're doing whatever it is to make money. You're doing other things to make money. You're being on your own, or you're able to do things on your own or with partners, and you're able to make money. It doesn't have to be that you're at a job to make money. Especially in 2018, there was just so much easily accessible for cheap, for free. Now, guys, all these ideas I even threw at you. You want to become a network marketer, an affiliate marketer. You have an Instagram page. Funnel people to the link. Buy a few Facebook ads. They're so fucking cheap. Throw $5 every 3 days. Just learn how to target correct audience, and you get traffic from that. It's so simple. So simple. All you got to do is do the research. Find a good product. Find a product you're passionate about, and start. Just start this weekend. Start over the weekend. You don't even just start during the weekday if you don't want to. Wait till Saturday morning, wake up early, give yourself a full 8-hour workday. Think about a side hustle and hone in on it. Entrepreneurship, guys, is practical, but the mindset to achieve the success of the fucking giants, the titans, that is the hard part. Honing in that mindset, being able to overcome adversity easily, always being positive, always seeing everything as an opportunity. Always being able to solve problems, learning how to solve problems, learning how to communicate, learning how to connect with people. That is what you learn by jumping into being an entrepreneur. Now, you may have it already at a lesser scale, but the only way to fully get the potential of all those attributes you have is by jumping in. Just start. Most entrepreneurs just start. You gotta just start. So, entrepreneurship part 2, guys. This whole episode, I hope you guys got some good knowledge out of this. If you did, subscribe, rate, and review. I appreciate it. If you have absolutely any questions, I don't care what age you are and you're listening on in and you want to learn how to become an entrepreneur, how to become a successful entrepreneur, how to start, how to just jump in, you're afraid, you don't want to leave your 9 to 5, shoot me a message on Instagram. Message me on my personal account, Tony Pec, TonyPec_. I answer. I'm there to help you guys. I want to all help you guys become a boss in your own life, no matter what it is that it is. And if it is wanting to be an entrepreneur, I am more than happy. I'm happy to give you guys all the information from all the experience I've been able to accumulate over the past 11 years. So I appreciate you all listening on in. I will talk to you in the next episode. Boom.